What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Today we are driving about an hour and a half to get to our location, and I'm already a little bit behind this morning. It's 7:15 and I really wanted to be there about this time so I could get some of the warm glow from the sun coming up over the treetops, hitting the trees and illuminating the woods. But I slept in per usual. Yeah, we got about an hour and a half drive, so we're gonna get on the road and I will bring y'all back when we get there. Breakfast this morning, good old apple Danish, 99% bread, 1% apple. All right, we have made it to the trailhead. So let today's adventure begin. Let's go see what we can find. Huge spiders. Oh, and they're all over this trail. I'm going through the beginning section right now, and I'm passing through all these, I think they call them yurts. White tents you can rent and stay the night in. I think this first part of the trail kind of winds around the edge of the lake, but then after that it gets deeper into the woods, and hopefully that's where the trail kind of narrows. Hopefully we'll have less spiders and I'll actually get to focus on photography and finding a composition. Whew. It's kind of cool looking tree. These bugs will get away from my camera for 5 seconds. Looks cooler in person versus on the camera. Alright, I gotta dodge this big spider web, so I'll bring y'all back in a little bit. Alright, so far this trail is not what I expected. I expected more of a tight trail, and I'm sure it will get more of a narrow trail as we go along, but it's like this big road through the woods. So as of now, that's all I've seen once we got past those yurts. So very thick, difficult to find composition as of now, but I have, using my All Trails app, I have seen pictures from this trail, so I know there's some good little spots. I just gotta be patient until I get there, till I find them. I'll turn the camera around, kind of show you what I see. Very thick woods on either side. Some big timber up in there, but hard to really pick out anything. Nothing stands out because it's just so cluttered with undergrowth. Ooh. Almost walked into another spider web, 2 spider webs, 3 spider webs. I hate this place already. Ugh. Onwards. Hate spiders. I'll be honest with you. If I would have known there was this many spiders in these trails, I never would have came to this place. But I've driven an hour and a half to get here, so it's kind of hard to just go back to the truck and go home. I gotta try to make it worth my while. I'm sorry I'm complaining a lot, but I hate spiders. And I can't go more than 20 or 30 yards without stopping and being startled by a spider web in my face and having to find a stick to knock it down. So it makes trying to look for compositions difficult, very difficult, because my mind is on spider webs, spiders, and not the landscape around me. So, and there's another one. See, I'm just going to start just barging through them at this point, just running and just get the spiders on me and keep going. I don't know, because if I keep doing this, I'm never going to complete the trail. The trail is I've got about a 4.5 mile hike, and I've gone about 1 mile already. So I'm just hoping the landscape and the trees and the spiders all change and get a little bit better. Seems like I'm just griping and complaining. If you're from the UK, I think they say I'm just whinging. I'm having a whinge. But it just gets annoying. Alright. Keep on going. See what we can find. Less complaining, more photography. I promise you. We'll find something, don't worry. Okay, so this is I'm not going to get my big camera out for this, but I did just want to show y'all what I was going to photograph. I'm going to show you, and then I'm just going to put the picture on the screen. It's nothing great, but it's got just a cluster of these white oak trees on this hill going up here. And I love white oaks, especially when they catch some light. They're really bright. And they stand out against all the greenery in the forest. So I'm going to take my recording camera, snap a picture of it, and if it does turn out okay, then I'll put it on the screen. Let me know what you think. Don't judge too hard, because it's just a little snapshot. Golly, these things are so tall. Well, time for a snack. I have walked two miles. About 2.5 more to go. And I have found little to nothing to photograph. I'm determined. Now, I feel like we have yet to get to the more interesting part of the trail. But I'm determined to find something. So for those of you who are sticking with me still, haven't turned the video off, thank you. It's been very boring so far. I heard a squirrel. But I'm going to eat a little bit of this jerky and then get back on the trail. So I'll see y'all then. So I finished up my jerky and I was packing up and I just looked behind me and I've kind of been eyeballing these trees, wondering if I could make a composition out of it, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to take this picture because if I don't, I'm going to regret it. So it's hard to see from that camera, but you got all these pine trees. They're just, staggered all throughout this ridge. And then you have two other trees, one on the right side and one on the left side, that come up and the branches just kind of fold in, and the branches are kind of folding in together like this. Kind of hard to describe without taking the camera off the tripod and showing you, but I've kind of been doing some test shots, moving left and right, back and forward, and finding what I'd want to shoot. And what I'm going to shoot, I didn't bring my tripod today because I've got enough weight in my bag. I don't need any more weight. I'm going to take one with including both of the trees. And I've got a polarizer on because there's a really harsh light back on those leaves in the distance. So that kind of just, instead of making it like a really bright green leaf, it kind of, you know what a polarizer does. So it just kind of takes some of the harshness off the leaves and turns them more of a vibrant green. So, but anyway, I know it does more than that when the leaves are wet, but this is what I'm using it for. So I'm going to take one landscape shot of the two trees, and then I'm going to move over to the right and I'm going to take a shot of just the tree on the right side, and I'm going to have a vertical shot of that. So I will put those on the screen for y'all now, and hope you like the first shots of the day. They're not the best, but hey, got one in the can, so. Alright, y'all. I was just about to give up. The last little section of this trail, there's a little creek flowing through it, and it's got multiple bridges, and I'll show you in a minute. Multiple bridges that go over this creek. It kind of comes around and does a loop and then it keeps going. And there's this one section where there's a few trees overhanging the creek. I'm not even on the camera. There's a few trees overhanging the creek. It's got the sun coming through, kind of showing different spots on the bottom of the creek. I just think it's a nice, tranquil scene, so I'm going to attempt to take a shot, see what we come up with, so bear with me. I think I got the shot. I'm going to kind of do some walking around and get into a few other shots of this same composition from different angles. But I'll bring you back in a minute and I'll kind of show you what I'm looking at. Alright, I'll kind of show you what I was photographing. I'll turn the camera around, you can see, but there's a bridge, a couple bridges over there, and they all kind of just go over, allow you to walk over this creek that kind of just meanders through the woods and goes back out that way. But let me turn my camera around and I'll show y'all a little bit better. Alright, so yeah, but as you can see, this is kind of I took the photograph from over here, looking that way. I cut out the bridge. I didn't want to get the bridge in the shot, but I just got the part where the creek kind of snakes around and goes back into the distance. Some nice backlighting of those trees back there too, so I think it'll make for a nice shot. Very peaceful back here and very deep. Several of these spots along the creek are probably about 5 foot deep. Take you over here. Saw some fish in the creek, some brim. Probably not going to be able to see them, but they are there. There's one right there, swimming. There's another just there. But that is probably 5 foot deep. So beautiful little spot, especially compared to what I've been hiking on. Turn my camera around. I have been, since the last time I spoke with you, back when I was eating a little snack, I probably hiked another 2 miles since then, and I haven't seen anything, nothing to photograph. I've seen spiders, I've seen mosquitoes, swarms of mosquitoes attacking me. Other than that, I've seen nothing. So, until now. So, glad I found this little spot. The trail is going to continue out that way, and I think I have roughly a mile, maybe a little less to go until I'm done. So, if we see anything else, I'll bring you back. So, I thought, I've never been here before, and I honestly thought there'd be a lot more to see and photograph in these woods, but typical Mississippi, it's mostly pine trees and a ton of undergrowth. Just forest floor is just too cluttered. So I stayed as positive as I could, but only so much you can photograph. What you got is what you got. So anyway, all right, let's keep on going. See what else we can find through these woods before we head out for the day. Alright, as you can see, I've got just a very simple simple composition set up here. I'm just going to shoot this. As I said, I don't have my tripod, so I'm going to just hand hold this one in simple shot. Got a path meandering through the woods. I know it's nothing great, but what I like about it is the the sunlight coming through the forest. And then the trail going through the middle of it. Sometimes I'm a sucker for those little, I know it's a man-made trail, but sometimes I'm just a sucker for a meandering path through the woods. So I'm going to get my camera out, see what I can do with it. I've got my 100 to 500 on here. I didn't really want to shoot. I want to get my 24 to 105 out. But honestly, I'm just too lazy to switch lenses and then put the polarizer on that lens. So I'm going to see if I can make it work with this lens. If not, I'll swap it out, but we'll see. We shall see. Not sure I'm going to be able to get it with this one. It's okay, but I think I'd rather have my other lens, so I'm going to swap lenses real quick. Alright. Get this little dude on here. See what I can come up with. Much better, much better. I must say, I like it. And then get a little portrait action going on here. Portrait shot. I know I've kind of really sucked at settings, at telling you what settings I've been using on this trip. Mainly because the mosquitoes are tearing me up. I'm trying to just hurry up and get it over with. But for this shot, I'll tell you, from the last scene, I had my ISO bumped up all the way to 1250. Just because it was so dark at that creek. So I've just left it there, and I'm still only getting, so I'm shooting at 5.6, ISO 1250, and that's only giving me 250th of a second. So kind of dark in these woods. Plenty of sunlight out, but when you're shooting into the trees, it's kind of dark. But anyway, if I wind up liking that shot, I'll go ahead and put it on for y'all now, and hope y'all enjoy it. So, while I am walking through the last section of this trail, I just thought I would, I'm kind of curious, I thought I'd bring it up. I'm just wondering, I don't know how many people from the States watch my videos versus from overseas somewhere. I know there's a few that watch them that don't live in the United States, but I'm just kind of curious for those of you who may live in the United States. Oh, those bugs are loud. Just kind of curious if anyone else out there struggles to find landscape shots where you live. Maybe you don't have the best open mountainous scene, no unique features or landscapes. Because I'm telling y'all, it's a struggle every time I go out. Especially in the summertime. I know a lot of photographers hate the summertime. I personally only hate it because of the bugs and the heat. Not necessarily just because of the greenery, but just because of the heat and the bugs. But if any of y'all out there struggle like I do to find shots, please let me know. Let me know where you're from, because I hope I'm not the only one out there that just really struggles, goes out. Y'all don't even know how many videos I have started to make, how many times I go out and how many times I try to make a video and I don't get any shots. So I don't post a video. Let me get around this spider and we'll continue to talk. Huge spider. Most of the time I can go up underneath the web, but this one is literally covering the entire trail. Get on, mosquitoes. Go away. Alright, am I safe to go? Maybe. Let's go. Ooh. Two spider webs back to back there. Ooh, I hate them. Another reason I hate summer. But anyway, back to the conversation. Yeah, y'all let me know if anybody, it would do me good to know I'm not the only one that really struggles when I go out to get a shot of anything. And as I said, if there are a couple of you that do struggle, excuse me, let me know where you're from, because I'd like to know. If you know you are from the South United States, even anywhere close to Mississippi, I feel sorry for you, because the struggle is so real every time I go out. I do try to take fall trips every fall. Go somewhere that I actually know that I'm going to get a lot of shots, many print-worthy shots. But other than that, stuck in this hot state of mind, Mississippi. So, y'all let me know in the comments. If I don't get a response, I guess y'all all live in the most beautiful place in America. I mean, in the world. I think I'm coming to the end of the trail because I can hear a bunch of bulldozers and people doing construction work. And they were doing that when I walked in. So, maybe at the end here, guys. So hot. Fall is not too far. It's just around the corner, but we have probably at least another month before our temperature drops down anywhere below the 80s. So, we're getting there. Just slowly. Oh. Yep, that is the laundry room, laundry building to do your laundry if you stay at this national or state park, and that is where I park my truck, just over there. So we have done it. We have completed this long route, and just in case you were wondering, I told y'all wrong in the beginning. I did not hike. It wasn't a 4-mile trail. I have hiked 5.38 miles. It has taken me 3 hours and 21 minutes, and only 381 feet of elevation gain. So anyway, good old All Trails app. Love it. Love that app. Alright, let's get to the truck. I am dying for some water. Alright, y'all. I am back at the house. I am worn out. I haven't hiked 5 miles in a while, probably since last year. I am tired. So, I'm glad I finally got to explore that location. It's been one of those places I've seen on the maps for years, and I say for years, for about a year, and I've always wondered what it was like there, but about like home. It wasn't much different than around here, even though it took an hour and a half to get to. Still hot, still a bunch of pine trees, but I made the best of it. If you liked any of the pictures, as always, please comment below. Let me know which one you like the best. Next time I'm out, hopefully it is fall time and the leaves are changing and the weather is cooler, because I'm so ready for it. Oh, but I'm about to go inside, get a shower, and relax for the rest of my day off. So if y'all did enjoy the video at all, please give it a like, consider subscribing, and until next time, hopefully it will be a lot cooler, and I will see y'all then. Take care.